And, no rain, okay? Yeah, we'll leave it at that at this point. Oh, well, we are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California. It's 7:28.
I'm Omar Reese with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The Giants are making John Harbaugh their next head coach. He spent the last 18 seasons as the Ravens head coach and now goes to a team that has had 5 full-time head coaches during that span. Harbaugh also had interest from the Falcons and Titans, but ultimately landing in New York. Meanwhile, Eagles head coach Nick Sirianni is in the market for a new offensive coordinator. He said his goal will be looking for a play caller who will help Philly continue to evolve as an offense. Elsewhere, 49ers linebacker Fred Warner will be out for Saturday's game against the Seahawks. Head coach Kyle Shanahan confirming Warner will not be activated off injured reserve as he works his way back from a broken ankle. And Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes saying Thursday that rehab on his torn ACL from last December is going great so far. He wants to be ready for week 1 of next season and said the doctor told him it is a possibility. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Lowe's knows how to turn big plans into real results. Whether it's new appliances or a home refresh, get started with 12-month special financing on purchases of $299 or more with a MyLowe's Rewards credit card, January 15th through the 30th, so you can invest in your upgrade now and pay over time. Lowe's, we help, you save. Offer subject to credit approval and cannot be combined. Minimum monthly payment required. See store or Lowe's.com for details.
Presented by Robinhood.
He crosses, spins, pulls up.
With Robinhood prediction markets, buy or sell your predictions all game long. No house odds, just you versus the market. Put your sports IQ to work. Trade every shot, block, steal, run, and moment that shifts the game. With Robinhood prediction markets, trade every play. Visit Robinhood.com/predict to start trading. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives, LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Well, happy Friday to you, the 16th day of January, 2026, and another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Let's enjoy. Okay, we've got football this weekend. Oh, yeah. Tomorrow, doubleheader, the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos in Denver. We'll start our coverage at 12:30 in the afternoon. We'll follow that game with the 49ers and the Seahawks right here on AM 1230. Sunday, it'll be the Houston Texans at New England. They'll take on the Patriots. 11 o'clock in the AM, our coverage starts. And then in the afternoon, the Rams in Chicago to take on the Bears. That game on FM 107.5, the Imperial Valley home of the Rams. Okay, now, just to give you a taste, Sunday, the forecast for Chicago, a 30% chance of snow afternoon. Mostly cloudy with a high near 22. Winds gust up to 25 miles an hour. That will drop the wind chill factor to about 0. Sunday night, a 30% chance of snow, mostly cloudy, a low around 4. And the official word from the National Weather Service, blustery. Yeah. The Southern California Rams in Chicago, yeah, that'll be interesting. Yeah, I have endured weather like that. I never played football in that weather. I did play in the snow on the frozen ground, but never in temperatures that low. Jared, that's got to be fun, right?
You used to have to walk 5 miles uphill both ways in the snow like that to get to school when you were a kid, right?
Actually, it was only about 1.25 miles, and it was downhill going and uphill coming home.
Well, okay, so you bring a sled when you go to school. You just...
Yes, almost. I mean, it was a slight downhill. Anyway, but I can remember playing high school football in the snow, and the ground frozen, which means you're basically playing on concrete.
Yeah, crunchy.
Yeah. Okay. In the news, I know you're aware of this. Vinyl album sales jumped for the 19th consecutive year last year. Vinyl sales grew over 8%. We used to think we'd be partying like it's 1995. Apparently, we're all still partying like it's 1979. Okay. And no, we don't play records here at AM 1230. There is not a turntable anywhere in the building. So, it...
Actually, I think there's a turntable on the wall of Pat Maestro's office.
Yeah, there probably is.
Yeah.
But then you'll find most everything in Pat's office. Okay, we've got birthdays to celebrate today. Are you ready?
Birthday time.
Opera singer Marilyn Horne, 92. Musician Barbara Lynn, 84. Ronnie Millsap, 83. Jim Stafford, I don't like spiders and snakes. He's 82. Director John Carpenter, 78. Actor, dancer Debbie Allen, 76. Singer Sade, 67. Singer, songwriter Jill Sobul is 67. Actor David Chokachi, 58. Comedian Jonathan Mangum is 55. Actor Richard T. Jones is 54. Actor Josie Davis, 53. Supermodel Kate Moss, 52. Actor, playwright Lin-Manuel Miranda of Hamilton fame, 46. And actor Renee Felice Smith, 41. Local birthdays coming up. You have heard me talk about the Peanut Patch in Yuma. And I just want to know why you haven't visited yet. Visit the Peanut Patch. Oh, I mean, it's so much more than just peanuts. Oh, yeah. I mean, they have so many great things in the store. You're going to love it. They carry homemade chocolates. There's a fresh English toffee that is delightful. How about pecan turtles? A special recipe that starts from scratch with delicious, mouth-watering pecan turtles. You'll find yogurt-covered peanuts, raisins, and almonds, and so much more. Great gift ideas. What a great way to spend an afternoon at the Peanut Patch. And I tell you what, they have free tours starting at 10 a.m. Yuma time every Tuesday and Friday. The Peanut Patch. Donna and Pat George invite you to the Peanut Patch in Yuma. Google the Peanut Patch. You'll get directions, and you will see why I rave about the people and about the great things available at the Peanut Patch. We have happy birthday wishes for Johnny Castro, Casey Derrick, Anna Bazan, Daniel Simon, Carolyn Moreno, Mark Grand, Dale Howard, Kim Carpenter, Eddie Johnson, Elizabeth Ramirez, Josh Aoun, Christina Escalante, Polly Kuiper, Marcela Huera, Deanna Dotson, Richard Escalante, Yolanda Alcantar, Charisma Pollard, and Daryl Pollard Jr. And they are twins. Happy birthday from KXO. Okay, we're heading into a 3-day weekend. And, well, for some folks, and, well, we hope you enjoy. We'll tell you more about that coming up. Right now, we're going to jump into a look at world news headlines and in-depth weather brought to you by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. They deliver real-time updates about the air that we are breathing.
CBS News brief. CIA Director John Ratcliffe has met with Venezuela's interim president, Delcy Rodriguez, in Caracas. CBS's Aaron Navarro.
The two talked yesterday about economic collaboration and that Venezuela can no longer house narco-traffickers. It also signals the White House wants to have a continuing working relationship with Rodriguez.
Opposition leader Maria Corina Machado vows to be president when the right time comes, she says. Some U.S. senators in Denmark trying to ease tensions over Greenland. New Hampshire Democrat Jean Shaheen.
We're concerned about what's happening as the result of the president's rhetoric. We want to say very directly to you in Denmark, to you in Greenland, we think this relationship is really important, and that's why we're here.
Destiny Jackson was in a car with her kids when she was caught up between protesters and ICE agents in Minneapolis.
I unlocked everybody's door, and I hopped out, and I just started pulling as many kids as I could out.
CBS News Brief. I'm Steve Kathan.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today. According to the National Weather Service, dry conditions with temperatures hovering around 5 to 8 degrees above normal will prevail through this weekend. A slight cooling trend is anticipated by early next week, with Imperial Valley highs falling into the low to mid-70s. 82 our high yesterday, 48 the overnight low. It will be sunny today with a high near 81. Light wind becoming north about 5 miles an hour this afternoon. Tonight mostly clear, a low around 50. West wind about 5 miles an hour becoming east-southeast. Saturday sunny with a high near 78. West-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour becoming north in the afternoon. Sunday will be sunny with a high near 77, light wind becoming north about 5 miles an hour. Monday, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, mostly sunny with a high near 77 and light wind. We have 52 degrees downtown, 50% relative humidity, wind out of the west at 5 to 7 miles an hour. Air quality is good throughout the Imperial Valley. World headlines and Imperial Valley weather brought to you by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District. Log on to imperialvalleyair.org. You'll get real-time information about the air that we breathe.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Lowe's knows when you're looking for reliability, the right brand makes all the difference. And now, Lowe's is the exclusive home improvement retailer for the Whirlpool water treatment line, including their Wi-Fi softener, under-sink filtration system, and more. With Whirlpool's proven performance and our everyday low prices, better tasting, better quality water is within reach. Shop pro-trusted brands like Whirlpool and more, in-store or online. Lowe's, we help, you save.
Local news, page 1. A service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the valley, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive.
KXO News. County funds community engagement services. County Board of Supervisors agree to funding. Here's George Gale.
At their meeting this week, the board approved the funding for community engagement services. Services are in regards to the Lithium Valley Specific Plan and Programmatic Environmental Impact Report. Imperial Valley Regional Chamber of Commerce will receive $141,000. Los Amigos de la Comunidad will receive $47,000. They will conduct community outreach and engagement related to the Lithium Valley Specific Plan. The funding comes from the $800,000 that was awarded to Imperial County from Senate Bill 125. County allocated $720,000 for community-based organizations to conduct community engagement. Though 5 organizations were selected in June of 2023 for the funding, not all the funds were used during the contract terms. A unused balance was awarded this week. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Monday is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. It's a federal holiday honoring the slain civil rights leader. Most businesses will be open, but government offices will be closed, as will the post office, banks, and schools. The 3-day weekend also attracts crowds to the Imperial Valley desert. Martin Luther King Jr. Day will be celebrated in Imperial County with the Imperial Valley Social Justice Committee's Freedom Walk at 11:30 a.m. The Freedom Walk will travel from Martin Luther King Jr. Sports Pavilion at 8th and Adams Avenue in El Centro to the county courthouse. At 12 noon, there will be a reenactment of Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech on the steps of the courthouse. Martin Luther King Jr. Day is one of 12 federal holidays. KXO News Time, 7:43.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on tires, guaranteed. And right now, save even more with a $150 rebate on select tires. Get ready for holiday travel with Quick Lane's Black Friday tire event. Choose from name brands like Goodyear, Cooper, Michelin, Hankook, Pirelli, and Nitto. Buy 4 select tires, get up to a $150 rebate. Details available at Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in the Brawley Auto Center, at El Centro Motors, or the Imperial Valley Mall. Don't wait. This deal won't last forever.
Barbara Worth Tri-Tip Cook-Off canceled. Here's George Gale.
It had been scheduled for Saturday. Officials say due to a scheduling conflict, the event has been canceled and rescheduled. The event will still be held at the Barbara Worth Country Club, but now it'll be held February 7th, the day before the Super Bowl. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
BLM releases options on managing Colorado River, planning a future Colorado River management. They have released a draft environmental impact statement, which evaluates the range of operational alternatives for managing the river reservoirs after 2026. The draft EIS evaluates a broad range of potential operating strategies when the current agreement expires. It does not designate a preferred alternative, ensuring flexibility for potential collective agreement. Prolonged drought and ongoing negotiations continue. The BLM document will be published on the Federal Register on January 16th, initiating a 45-day comment period that will end March 2nd. Page 1 of local news. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Quick Lane services all makes and all models. You never need an appointment. You can schedule an appointment if you want at Quick Lane, and you should schedule an appointment for their mobile service vans. Just go online, elcentromotors.net.
Let's talk about it. Bringing community mental health issues to your radio. Listen each Sunday morning to KXO AM 1230 at 7 a.m. or on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on FM 107.5. Or log on to KXORadio.com for a podcast of the show in its entirety. This program is produced by the Public Affairs Department of KXO AM 1230 and FM 107.5. Let's Talk About It is presented as a public service of Imperial County Behavioral Health Services.
Page 2 of the local news is brought to you by B&H Refrigeration in Yuma, family-owned and operated for over 77 years. Active military, you get a 10% discount.
Behavioral health, request approved. Behavioral health director goes before the Board of Supervisors. Here's George Gale.
Leticia Plancarte Garcia requested the board authorize and approve the remodel and expansion of the Northern Horizons Behavioral Health Expansion Campus in Brawley. There is a 30-year commitment to provide mental health and substance use disorder service at 220 East Main Street in Brawley. In 2025, California Department of Health Care Services awarded behavioral health a $22.4 million grant for the Northern Horizons project. Department head and behavioral health said behavioral health must submit an executed program funding agreement to DHCS by January 29th. Plancarte Garcia also asked for a budget amendment resolution for the grant amount to remodel the county-owned property and build a campus model to expand access to behavioral health services. It will cover costs through June 30th, 2030. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Imperial Valley Desert Museum lowlanders coordinate hikes throughout the desert. The spring schedule got underway last Saturday. The first hike of 2026 was an intermediate hike to the Sakatone Overlook. The next hike will be January 24th. They will hike the Andrade Canyon Trail. On February 7th, they will hike the Arroyo Tapiado Mud Caves. All excursions depart from the Imperial Valley Desert Museum parking lot at 8 a.m. KXO News.
I'm not sure which would be worse. Your cooling system going out on a warm August day or your heater not working on some crisp desert winter morning. Well, to be honest with you, I'd prefer neither. So every year about this time, B&H Refrigeration gets a call to look over the cooling and heating system. It's a thorough checkup. If it needs to be replaced, they'll do it with an energy-efficient Janitrol Rheem Yort system. Why don't you give them a call today? Don't want to wake up to a surprise. B&H Refrigeration.
Call 928-782-3854 in Yuma.
A weekend of fun, education, and history. That's coming up. Here's George Gale.
It is a 3-day weekend, and there'll be something for everyone. On Saturday, Westmoreland will host the 20th Annual Honey Festival. Starts at 8 a.m. and will feature a different contest, a whole bunch of them, spelling bee, essay contest, and more. There'll be a honey tasting and a 5K honey run. Also Saturday, there will be a Salton Sea Bird Festival at the Sonny Bono Salton Sea NWR at 906 West Sinclair Road in Calapat. Visit the refuge for bird walks, talks, sunset viewing, and photography classes. On Sunday, the Imperial Valley Desert Museum will host Volunteers Day from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. You must be 16 or older and accompanied by a guardian. Monday is the 2026 Martin Luther King Day holiday celebration. Freedom Walk will begin at the MLK Junior Sports Pavilion starting at 11:30 a.m. Walk-ins at the county courthouse on Main Street in El Centro. The annual reenactment of the I Have a Dream will be held on the courthouse steps at 12 noon. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time, 7:50.
And that'll do it for Local News Page 2, brought to you by B&H Refrigeration in Yuma. Visit their website, bnhref.com. Nothing less than the best from B&H.
This is Sarah Griffin, Executive Director of the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Every act of kindness, every donation, every volunteer hour, every shared smile creates ripples of love throughout our valley. Because of you, families have food on their tables and hope in their hearts. Thank you for your generosity, your compassion, and your continued support of our community. You truly make a difference. From all of us at the Imperial Valley Food Bank, thank you.
It's Sports Time, brought to you by the Imperial Valley Healthcare District, combining 2 hospitals to better serve you. NBA action yesterday, a full slate. The Hornets hammered the Lakers 135-117. Meanwhile, the Trailblazers topped the Hawks 117-101. Magic, they beat the Grizzlies 118-111. Pistons topped the Suns 108-105. Celtics over the Heat 119-114. Thunder, they beat the Rockets 111-91. Spurs spanked the Bucks 119-101. Mavericks and the Jazz. Can you say defense? Yeah, the Mavs 144, Jazz 122. Warriors whipped the Knicks 126-113. We've got more just ahead.
Big changes are happening in Imperial Valley. The newly formed Imperial Valley Healthcare District is paving the way for a healthier future. By uniting El Centro Regional Medical Center and Pioneers Memorial Hospital, we're creating a stronger, more connected healthcare system, one that's built to serve you. Together, we're expanding services, strengthening care, and building a sustainable future for all residents of Imperial Valley. The Imperial Valley Healthcare District. Stronger together, healthier tomorrow.
Well, in small ball, are you ready? Spring training will be kicking off very shortly. Are the Padres back in Yuma? No. Anyway, Kyle Tucker and the Dodgers have agreed to a 4-year, $240 million deal. Yeah, the price of your Dodger dog went up another $3 right there. A beer? Yeah, add $5 more just to pay for Kyle Tucker. Meanwhile, a federal judge denied a request for a preliminary injunction for 5 college football players seeking to play a 5th season this fall. U.S. District Judge William J. Campbell wrote that the players did not make the case that they likely would succeed on their claim that the NCAA violates U.S. antitrust laws with its redshirt rule that restricts athletes to 4 seasons over 5 years. And while we're talking football, college football, the championship game Monday night in Miami, and it will be Miami and Indiana. I'll go with the Hoosiers, okay? How about NFL football? Sam Darnold, the Seahawks quarterback, he strained his oblique in practice, but says he'll be ready to face the 49ers. And it'll be the 49ers and the Seahawks Sunday. We've got the NFL Division Championship games Saturday. The Buffalo Bills, Denver Broncos at 12:30 p.m., and the San Francisco 49ers, Seattle Seahawks right after that. Both games on AM 1230 KXO. Sunday, Houston Texans and New England Patriots at 11 on AM 1230. Then switch over to FM 107.5, the home of the Rams and the Bears from Soldier Field in Chicago. Looking for sub-freezing temperatures. Oh, my. Sounds like fun. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by the newly formed Imperial Valley Healthcare District, stronger together and paving the way for a healthier future. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printer's Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printer's Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printer's Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you, your home, your business, your construction site 24 hours a day, 365 days every year. Are you ready? Dos Equis is reviving its famous The Most Interesting Man advertising campaign after a decade. It's all an effort to turn around the beleaguered brand. Sales of the Heineken-owned Mexican lager dropped last year, mirroring a broader industry decline as drinkers consume less beer. Executives hope the once popular campaign will reignite interest in the nearly 130-year-old brand. The beer category as a whole has had a tough time, said Allison Payne, Chief Marketing Officer of Heineken USA, but during the 10 years of the campaign, which launched in 2006, Dos Equis volume tripled. So we have high hopes that this will spark sales. And the average 30-year fixed mortgage rate was 6.06% for the week ending today. That, according to Freddie Mac. The last time home borrowing rates were this low was September of 2022. Experts say the drop could ease the stalemate in the housing market. The impacts are noticeable as weekly purchase applications and refinance activity have jumped, underscoring the benefits for both buyers and current owners, according to Freddie Mac's chief economist, Sam Cotter. It's clear that housing activity is improving and poised for a solid spring sales season. Taking a look at the big board, it's looking for direction. We'll put it that way. Okay, the Dow right now off 98 points at 49,344. The S&P 500, can't quite reach that 7,000 mark. Right now off $7 at 69.37. The NASDAQ down 31 points at 23,498. Gold off 57.70 an ounce. And oil up 65 cents per barrel.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in the Imperial Valley and Coachella Valley. The mission has always been to protect your property, whether it's your home, business, or construction site. Your satisfaction is their number one priority. Make that phone call today to protect your property by calling Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 760-970-4500. And don't forget about Southwest Postal, your one-stop shipping center. Plus, they offer you 24-hour mailbox rental located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro.
We will have sunny skies today with a high near 81, light wind becoming north about 5 miles an hour this afternoon. Mostly clear tonight, a low around 50, west wind about 5 miles an hour becoming east-southeast. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 78, west-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming north in the afternoon. 54 degrees downtown El Centro, 49% relative humidity, wind out of the west at 527 miles an hour. Take a deep breath. Air quality is good everywhere in the Imperial Valley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal Service, the only postal box service in the valley that offers 24-hour a day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal. You'll find them at 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Steve Kathan. A top U.S. official holds a high-level meeting in Venezuela with the country's interim leader. CBS's Stacey Lynn has more on CIA Director John Ratcliffe's sit-down with Delcy Rodriguez.
The historic 2-hour meeting in Caracas was aimed at rebuilding trust and opening the door to future cooperation. According to a U.S. official, Ratcliffe warned Venezuela must not support drug trafficking groups, including Tren de Aragua. Ratcliffe is the first cabinet-level official to visit Venezuela since the removal of Nicolas Maduro 12 days ago.
Well, CBS's Matt Gutman is in Minneapolis, where protests have intensified amid new threats from President Trump.
There's sort of an ebb and flow to these protests. Typically, people congregate here outside the federal building. It will crescendo during the day, and there will be these skirmishes with federal officers who will come out, push protesters back, fire tear gas, canisters, chemical agents, whatever it is, sometimes detain people, pull them back into the building. And this happens on and off basically throughout the day.
A bipartisan congressional delegation is in Denmark. New Hampshire's Jean Shaheen says President Trump's push to take control of Greenland is concerning.
The idea of a world where we have no alliances, where we have abrogated the international world order is not safe. It's not safe for Americans. It's not safe for Danes. And the only people who benefit from that sort of world are the autocrats in Moscow and Beijing.
The CBS's Aaron Navarro tells us President Trump's holding a rural health roundtable as funds begin to roll out through a program created last year in his budget bill.
This follows the president's announced health care plan that is sparse on details but continues work this administration says it's been doing to negotiate with pharmaceutical companies to lower prescription drug prices and get the lowest price available.
A cleric leading prayers in Iran's capital today demanded the death penalty for detained protesters. President Trump has warned that could spark U.S. military action. A Pennsylvania school district has learned a football hazing incident last fall was caught on video.
Cheltenham High School canceled its football season in October after learning of an alleged locker room assault a month earlier. Parents like Nashay Hodge were upset with the way the district handled the allegations.
These kids were basically guilty before any investigation.
In a message to parents last night, the district said it found 19 students witnessed the assault and did nothing to stop it, while several others recorded it. Police are still investigating the case. The district is bringing in new football coaches. Michael Wallace, CBS News.
And on Wall Street, right now the Dow is down 81 points. The S&P is down 2.5. This is CBS News.
I'm Andrew Garrett. Follow and listen to The Takeout on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-959-3388. That's 800-959-3388.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
A famous TV house is on the market.
Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down.
The Georgian Colonial in L.A., used for exterior shots of Uncle Phil's mansion in the 1990s Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, is for sale for the first time in 48 years. The Brentwood abode has 5 bedrooms, 5 baths, and measures 6,000 square feet. Interiors for the sitcom starring Will Smith were filmed on a soundstage. Asking price for the home? Almost $30 million. It sold for $732,000 in 1978. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
On Instagram, Julio Iglesias has denied allegations of sexual assault made by 2 former employees. Media reports allege the singer assaulted the women at his residences in the Dominican Republic and Bahamas in 2021. Prosecutors are looking into the claims. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Yeah, for some reason or another, you sound a little taller on radio.
AM 1230 KXO. 1230